What up?
Hold on. Now, today we went over multi-step equations, right? So we went over the 8th grade equations, which is variables on both sides. What we've been doing the past, videos is what you had to learn in 7th grade. But now we jumped a level. Now we're ready to attack the 8th grade problems, okay? So these were the problems we went over in the whiteboard today in class. So once again, look at the problem, pause the video, and then solve the problem, and then fast forward it to see what the answer is so you don't have to watch the whole chunk where I explain. If you were absent, you were confused in class, I suggest you pay attention to maybe up to problem number 3. Just pay attention to the whole video, copy notes, and then start pausing the video and do it by yourself, okay? So let's start with this one. So we have 3K plus 19 equals 7K minus 5, okay? So this is a multi-step equation. It's going to involve more than 2 steps, okay? Notice that there's variables on both sides. There's different ways of doing the problem. Now, I brought up that whole story today about your little brother, little sister. So this story usually simplifies how to solve the problem, okay? So I went over in class, like, how many of you guys have little brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces, and all that good stuff? And a lot of you guys, mostly everybody, raised their hand, okay? So the whole idea is this. If you guys want to go to the movies, doesn't your younger sibling always wants to go with you, right? If you want to go to the store, your younger sibling always wants to go with you as well. Variables behave the same way. If you notice, you have 2 variables on both sides of the equation. You have 3K over here, 7K. That's very intimidating. So what we're going to have to do is let's move the variables only to one side of the equation. Once we do that, then we could solve pretty much anything. Okay? So the first step is this. Draw the barrier. You look at the equal sign. The equal sign is right here. Draw the barrier. There's the barrier, okay? Now, you have the 3K and the 7K. Ignore the 19 right now, and ignore the minus 5 for right now. Don't look at those. I care about the variables. These are freaking me out right now. Okay? So I always say, which one's your largest variable? Which one's the oldest sibling? Right? The oldest sibling will be 7K because 7 is bigger than 3. So if that's your oldest sibling, that means this one's your small little brother or sister that wants to come with you, right? Your small brother or sister wants to jump the barrier, come with you. You could do that. In equations, if this is a positive 3K and you want to move it over here, the only way you can move a positive 3K to the other side is doing the inverse operation. So what's the opposite of a positive 3K? Negative 3K. So we're going to do minus 3K. We do it to this side. You also have to do it to this side. Minus 3K. You guys got that part? Now in class, a lot of you guys were doing this. Well, minus 3. That's incorrect. You also want to bring the K with you. You also want to write the K. You got it? Now, keep on solving it. 3K minus 3K becomes a 0. Don't put a 0, okay? Don't put a 0. A lot of you guys were putting that too, and that was confusing you. Don't put a 0. On this side, we have 7K minus 3K, which will give you 4K. 4K. Now, let me erase that little part. Did I touch the 19? I didn't. Bring it down. Did I touch the equal sign? I didn't. Bring it down. Did I touch the minus 5? Nah. Bring it down. And now this becomes a 2-step equation, something you learned on the past videos. So now the same steps, circle the variable, there it is, draw the barrier. What side are we going to focus on? On the left or on the right? Well, where's the bubble? The bubble's on the right side. Boom, here's the bubble, here's the bubble. Who's not inside the bubble? The minus 5. In order for you to get rid of a minus 5, you do a positive 5. So positive 5. Positive 5. This cancels out, becomes a 0. 19 plus 5 is 24. Put my equal sign there. Bring the 4K. Here's the 4K. We're almost there. Divide both sides by 4 now. Divide by 4. 24 divided by 4 is So your final answer is k is equal to 6. That was a basic problem. Simple problem. Okay, this is a basic one. Let's bump it up a notch or a level. Let me erase this. Next problem you guys had was 5y plus 9 equals minus 7 minus 3y. Okay? So that was the next problem you had. See, we're kind of going up the level of difficulty. Oh shoot, I have y's here and then I have y's over there. That means I have to use that strategy, the little brother, little sister strategy. So I draw my barrier in the middle, click, draw it. Think about it. Which one's bigger? A positive 5y or a negative 3y? Positive 5y. Because positives are bigger than negatives. This is you. That means you need to bring this minus 3y to this side. The little one wants to join the big one. So in order for you to bring a negative 3y and jump the fence and come over here, you have to change the sign. So if that was minus, the opposite will be positive 3y. If you do it to this side, you have to do it to the other. Positive 3y. Boom. Don't forget your y's. These guys cancel out. Click, click. They cancel because they become zeros. Okay? 5y plus 3y is equal to 8y. Boom. Now, start bringing things down. Did I touch the positive 9? No. So put the positive 9. Click. Did you touch the equal sign? No. Bring it down. Did you touch the minus 7? No. Bring it down too. Now that becomes a problem you know how to do from the previous 2 videos. If you're struggling in this one, I suggest you watch the 2-step equation videos. So now the next part is pretty much the same thing. Barrier. Circle the variable. Okay? Focus on the side where the variable is at. In this case, it's on the left side. So we're on this side. Boom. Boom. Who is not inside the bubble? The positive 9. So we need to get rid of a positive 9. In order for me to get rid of a positive 9, I use inverse operation. So the opposite of a positive 9 is a negative 9. Do it to the other side. Negative 9. Okay? These cancel out. They become 0. Here you have to be careful with your signs. Here's a poster. Do you have the same sign or different signs? Same sign or different signs? Have the same sign. So if I have the same sign, I add the numbers. So let's add the numbers. 9 plus 7, I don't know. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. Same sign, add the numbers, and keep the sign of the bigger number. Which is bigger, a 7 or a 9? The 9's bigger, so that means he's negative. Drop the 8y. Okay? Now we have to get rid of this 8. If it's multiplying, the inverse is division. So let's divide by 8. Okay? This is division. Oh, the rules are the bear. When you're dividing, we use the bear. And let me just tell you something. The last step on every multi-step equation problem will always be the bear. So you better use this guy at the end of the problem. So then a negative, so we cover one, or we erase one negative, I, divided by a positive, erase a positive, so then your final answer will be negative. And I know that 16 divided by 8 is 2, but it's negative. And that's how you solve that one. Our final answer will be negative 2. It's getting trickier as we go on. But notice, if you follow this trick that I gave you at the beginning, your variable will always, always, always be positive. And that's going to prevent a lot of like sign mistakes throughout. Okay, a lot of teachers say, move all the variables to the left side of the equation. You could do that if you want. But the reason why I do this is because it makes your variable positive, and at the end, it prevents like extra sign mistakes. Okay, let's do another one. Let's bump up the level even more. Level of difficulty. I mean, these are not difficult. Once you get the hang of this, I mean, any equation is pretty easy. Okay, let's go over number 3. Negative 14 minus 6w equals 3w minus 5. Now, here we go. We have w's on one side of the equation, w's on the other one. So, what we're going to do is draw the barrier. Click, shoot. We have w's here, w's there. That means we need to put w's on only one side of the equation. Little brother, little sister strategy. So I look at this problem and I say, which one's bigger? Who? And you're the biggest sibling, so that's going to be you, the biggest sibling, the biggest variable. Is -6 or +3? Which one's bigger? -6, +3. A lot of students say it's -6, but that's wrong. If you think about a number line, 0's here, 3 is here, -6 is like all the way over here. Which one's bigger now? Who's further away to the right on the number line? It's 3. So this is the biggest sibling. +3. W is the biggest sibling. And then just remember that positives are always bigger than negatives. Okay? Now, this is your younger sibling, so you want to bring this one, jump the fence, want to jump the barrier. In order for it to do that, you have to change the sign. So if that was -6w, let's do +6w. Let's do a +6w. Okay? Boom. So these cancel, cancel, become 0. 3w plus 6w will just give you your 9w. Okay? Now you drop, drop. You didn't touch these, okay? So you have to drop them. So you didn't touch the -14. Boom. You didn't touch the -5. Then put it back down there. Boom. Now it becomes a simple two-step equation problem. See how easy this is? Come on now. Draw the barrier. Click. Circle the variable. Shoom. Focus on the side where the variable is at. The variable is on the right side. Boom. Boom. Right here. Who is not inside the bubble? The -5. I have to get rid of a -5. So I use inverse operation. The inverse operation of -5 is +5. Let's do +5 over here. +5. Alright? These become zeros, and no, I do not have to put 0 here. Careful with your signs. Same sign or different signs. Look at the poster. It's different signs. When you have different signs, subtract. Different signs, subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger number. Then you'll be exact. Hopefully you learned that song in 7th grade. Different signs, subtract, so that's a 9. Keep the sign of the bigger number. Bigger number, 14. He's negative. That means that's negative. Bring down the 9w. You didn't need it. You didn't touch it, actually. I'm sorry. We're almost done. Divided by 9. Divided by 9. What rules do we use always at the end? The teddy bear. It's like you're almost about to go to sleep. What do you need in order for you to go to sleep? A teddy bear. So let's use our teddy bear for our last step. A negative divided by a positive will give me a negative. So I know that W equals 9 divided by 9 is 1, but it's -1. And that is my answer for that problem. Okay? So that's out. Let's do 4 more. Let me erase this one. It's a lot of work, but notice that the steps are pretty much easy. It's either you're adding or subtracting, multiplying or dividing. Okay. Once again, if you understand this, pause the video, and I want you to solve the problem on your own. If not, keep on watching it. But like I said, it's better for you to at least attempt some of them by yourself. Besides just looking at me and just copying the notes. This is a little beast, a little monster. Okay? We do have variables on both sides. We have variables here, we have variables here. But notice that one of the variables is special. Let's draw the barrier first. Sorry. Click, barrier. That one has a number -4 there. Does that one have a number there? It's hidden. You don't see it, but it's there. It's actually a 1. So what I told the students today was, you know what? Every time you see a variable by itself, just put a 1 there. It's just going to save your life. Makes it easy. Okay, now, big brother, little sister, who's bigger? A -1 or a -4? Think about a number line. The number line's right here. That's 0. This is -1 here, -4. Shoot, they're both negatives. But who's closer to the right, to where the positives are? -1 is. That means -1 is the biggest variable. That's the biggest older sibling. That means -4x wants to jump the fence, come over. Okay? In order for it to jump the fence and come over here, I have to change the sign. Inverse operation. Plus 4x. Plus 4x. Boom. Okay? This thing cancels. Click, click, cancels out. -1x plus 4x. Same sign or different signs? Different signs. What do you do when you have different signs? Subtract. So I know that's 3x, and it's positive 3x because 4 is bigger. I didn't touch the -11, so I'm going to bring it down. I didn't touch the -17, so I'm going to bring it down. Now it became a simple problem. Barrier, circle. What side am I going to focus on? What side is the variable on? On the right or on the left? On the left. Boom, boom. Here it is. Who's not inside the bubble? The -11. So now we're going to do +11 to cancel it out. Click, click. 3x drops. -17 plus 11. Same sign or different signs? Different signs. Subtract. So I know 17 minus 11 is 6. Keep the sign of the bigger number. Keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, it's 17, so it's negative. Then we're going to divide by 3. Divide by 3. That cancels out. Oh, use a bear. The bear is about to put you to sleep because you're almost done. Like when you're almost finishing with the equation, you're like about to sleep. Negative divided by positive. Negative divided by positive is negative. So x is equal to -2. There it is. A lot of you guys are thinking right now, was the answer always going to be negative? We haven't really got any positives. Not quite. Sometimes you will get positive answers. Sometimes you even get some special answers, okay? But as of right now, the reason why you're getting a lot of negatives is because I'm trying to do a lot of difficult problems with a lot of signs. Just lucky shot that we're getting a bunch of negatives. Let's try another one. Number 5. We're number 5 now. 5. Okay, we have -7w minus 15 equals -5w minus 17. Okay? Draw the barrier. Click. We have variables on both sides. We have one here and here. That means I have to combine them some way. Little brother, little sister strategy. Who's bigger, a -7 or a -5? If you draw the number line, you will find out that the -5 is bigger. If you didn't get that, look. Here's 0, -5 is here, -7 is there. So that means -5 is closer to the positive side. That's why it's bigger. Okay, that means this -7w needs to jump the fence, come over here. In order for it to jump the fence and come over there, you have to change the sign. So it's +7w. +7w. Okay? Boom. These cancel out eventually. Same sign or different signs? You have -5w, +7w. Different signs, so you're going to subtract. So 7 minus 5 will give you 2w. Don't forget to be putting these w's. Put the equal sign. Did you touch the -17? No, you didn't. Drop it. Did you touch the -15? No, you didn't. Drop it. There it is. Now, simple, 2 steps. Circle the variable. Draw the barrier. Focus on the side where the bubble is. Who is not inside the bubble? The -17. If he's minus, what's the opposite of a minus? Positive. So now we're going to do +17, +17. That cancels out. That means I have 2w equals same sign or different signs. Well, he's minus, he's positive, that means it's different. What do you do with the numbers? Subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. So subtract, that gives me 2. Keep the sign of the bigger number. Now 17 is bigger. So that means he's positive, that means that's positive. Draw divided by 2, divided by 2. Oh, use the bear. But in this case, do you really need the bear? Come on, now they're both positives. Okay? So w equals 2 divided by 2 is 1. And that's the answer for that one. Well, look, we finally got a positive answer. See? You could also get positives. But just wait until next video. That's when you're going to get some special answers. Okay, we're almost done. Let's do 2 more. See all that work that you did today in class? Doing so many problems. See, parents, how much work your child is doing in my class? A lot of work. It's like problem after problem after problem. You need to understand this. I mean, I'm telling you, if you understand this, then high school math, or the algebra, should be easy. Okay, here we go. Barrier. I see an equal sign, I put my barrier. I have variables on both sides. I have y here, I have y here, but I have a special y here. That has 3y. That's the y by itself. But remember what I told you? Always put a 1, because it will help you. A lot of students skip that step, and then they all confused, like, oh, what happened? Put a 1. Okay, so which is bigger, a -1 or a +3? +3. So that's your older brother, the oldest sibling. Let's bring this one. Jump the fence, come over here. In order for the -1 to jump the fence and come over here, you have to do inverse operation. So +1y, +1y. Okay? Cancel, cancel, click, click, equals 3y plus 1y is 4y. Did you touch these guys? No, you did. Drop them. Drop them. -17 -9. Keep on going. See, this is easy now. Bubble. Boom. Barrier. Focus on the side where the bubble is. Focus on the side where the variable is. Right here. Boom. 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 Who's not inside the bubble? -17. So we're going to do inverse operation. +17. +17. Cancel. Cancel. So then we have 4y equals same sign or different signs? Well, they're different. This is negative, that one's positive. So different signs, subtract. So I know that this is going to be, keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, the bigger number is 17. So he's positive, so that one has to be positive. So we're good. Then we're going to divide by 4. Divide by 4. Oh, it's the bear strategy. That cancels, so y equals, well, wait. This positive and positive. Bear only has one positive. Well, duh, come on now. You should know what 8 divided by 4 is. Positive divided by positive is still positive. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now, this is correct. But make sure you change it up. It looks weird when the variable's on the right side. So make sure you have the y on the left and then the answer on the right. Just looks neater and nicer. Okay, so the answer will be y equals 2. Okay, let's do one last one. We're almost done. Okay, our last problem. We have -12a, -12a, I'm sorry. -12 equals -9a -12. Okay? Draw the barrier because I see an equal sign and I have to solve for a. Okay? Notice that I have variables on both sides. That means I have to do the little brother, little sister strategy. Okay? So which one's bigger? -12 or -9? Hopefully you said -9. Okay? This one's bigger. That means that's your little brother or sister that wants to jump the fence and come over here. In order for it to jump the fence and come over here, you have to do inverse operation. So +12a, +12a, okay? That means this cancels with this. Same sign or different signs. You have minus and a positive. Different signs, subtract. So that means that will be 3a. Keep the sign of the bigger number. The bigger number is going to be positive. So there you go. Equals, drop, drop. You didn't touch the, drop the -12, -12. We're almost done. Draw the barrier. Circle. Focus on the side where the variable is at. The variable is on the right side. Boom, boom. Who do you have to get rid of? Now, who's not inside the bubble? Well, the -12 is. So the opposite will be +12. +12. Cancel, cancel. What was there? Same sign or different signs? Different. Subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. Okay? 12 minus 12 is? It's 0. Don't be scared. You can get a 0. Cancel, cancel, that's 0. Then you become a 0. Okay? Equals 3a. Some of you guys probably at this point you're like all scared, like, oh no, there's no solution. There is. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Anything, if you divide 0 divided by any number, is always going to be 0. So the answer is a is equal to 0. In the other hand, if it was 3 over 0, hopefully you remember it from back in slopes and stuff. This is what? Undefined. But in this case, there is a solution, and the solution is 0. And that's how you solve variables, multi-step equations with variables on both sides. This is the first level of equations for 8th grade. We're going to be adding more and more and more difficult things like fractions with like denominators, fractions with unlike denominators, decimals, distributive property. You're going to notice that some of the equations have special solutions like no solution, many solutions, or one solution. Everything that we did today only had one solution, okay? So this is our first video of the multi-step videos, and I'll see you next time when we're dealing with special answers, okay? That's it.